I like the sound, and I think they molded a lot of the West Coast. So that's why I went with Cool and Dre.
They also did Ja Rule's New York. I got 100 guns, 100 clips.
Ja Rule?
Yeah.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule. Where's your boy at?
Ja Rule.
He gonna be here soon.
New York. Somewhere Kelly.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, Cool and Dre, very talented. As far as post 2000 producers go, Cool and Dre had a nice little run there.
Yeah, they definitely did.
4th spot. All right, Ray, what you got for your 4th spot?
Number 4. Oh man, I'll go. This is so difficult. I'll go Just Blaze. I'll go Just Blaze for because pretty much, and you know what I love about Just Blaze? I don't know if everyone's read this article. When he was just getting on, right? He did beats on Big Pun's second album. Yeah, baby. He did Wrong Ones, and then he did another one. Just Blaze he's from Paterson, New Jersey. When he was just getting on, Big Pun had gotten a bunch of audio equipment sold to him by some guy who was clearly just trying to tell him you need this, you need that, because he knew Pun had money. Just Blaze came over, and if you know anything about Just Blaze, he's also an audio engineer. He knows about the boards and all that. He's not just a beat maker, producer. He knows the mixing and mastering and all that. He went to Big Pun. Big Pun said, all right, he's like, I don't know what to do with all this audio equipment. Just Blaze said, all right, you need this, you don't need that, you need this, you don't need that. Pun said, all right, good, take whatever you want for free. Pun helped give Just Blaze some of his early equipment. Pun unfortunately passed in 2000. Can you imagine Big Pun over the Just Fire beat that went on Cameron's album? Can you imagine the beats Just Blaze would have given him in his prime? Yeah. Instead, they went to Rockefeller. Jay-Z's Blueprint. Jay-Z's PSA, Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself. And one of y'all mentioned Breathe earlier, right? Just Blaze still gets placement on major albums to this day, and he tends to have standout tracks. I think he's that good. He's very much, like I said, he's a DJ, he's a beat maker, a producer, an engineer, and he has a great ear. He also knows how to play instruments. He knows when to sample and when to bring in live vocals to sample. So, Just Blaze my number 4.
Hey man, we gotta speed this up a little bit.
Okay.
So Zoe, can you get your number 4 real quick?
Number 4, I'm going with ALC Alchemist.
ALC.
I also he's in the same cut as Havoc. To me, the main difference was Alchemist was able to branch off more where Havoc just kept it strictly Q-Dip. You know what I mean? ALC was able to say, okay, I'm going to reach out to Nas. I'm going to reach out to this other artist, even with his compilation albums.
Right.
And he was able to modify his sound over time, so he wasn't pigeon-toed neither.
Right.
You know what I mean? What was the one, the Russian Roulette joint, the instrumental joint, where he just took all Israeli songs and just flipped them, Yeah. And it was like, the old Russian beats, he did an Israeli one too.
Yeah.
But definitely on ALC, my number 4 spot. I mean, come on, We Gonna Make It. He made Book of Rhymes. That's one of my favorite beats from him as well. Mastermind for Nas.
Straight up.
So yeah, definitely got some heaters.
All right, number 3. Who you got, Armand? Oh, you know what? Actually, man, let's do this. So to conserve time, let's just do our top 3 and run it down. So Armand, you up first. We gotta go 3, 2, 1.
All right. So for me, for number 3, I'm gonna have to go Havoc.
Havoc was
3.
Havoc what?
No, you already know.
3 or 5. My bad.
Huh?
My bad. You good?
So Havoc, you already know. Like I said, it's really not in order, but Havoc for number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with Jay Dilla. And for number 1, I got to go with Premier. And I left RZA out, but I had to try to fit who I wanted in there. It's hard to pick 5. You got a couple more that I wanted to throw in, but my number 1, DJ Premier.
Premier. You know what I mean? Ray, what you got, man? You're 3 from 3 to 1.
Number 3, I'll go Timbaland. Number 2, I'll go Kanye West, particularly early Kanye beatmaker Kanye West. And number 1, I will also go DJ Premier.
What about you, Matt? Your top 3.
3, I have to go with Pharrell. 2, I have to go with
have to say Ninth Wonder.
Nice, Ninth.
Okay.
I ain't
Nobody said Ninth Wonder yet though.
Yeah, I know.
Ninth
I know.
Wonder, y'all.
Man, y'all sleeping on Ninth in this joint.
Ninth got heat.
Damn, Ninth number one. All right, so I'll let Zoe be the last one. I would go.
All right. I'm glad you missed Timberland. You went.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you.
I'm glad you missed Timberland because I'm going to take off my list now. He was supposed to be my number 3, but I got Should Love the RZA. I mean, we talking about.
So we'll just.
Well, he just.
Oh no, I thought
He thought you went already. He thought you went already, Brandon.
I was gonna let you go last.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you the host too, you know. I'm sorry, man.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I had to move my way in.
So you said number 3 was.
I'm gonna go RZA. I'm gonna put RZA there. This all the fact you already put Timberland in, and to me, RZA is a top 5 producer. We talk about the kung fu samples,
I like that.
everything else. He brought
Revolutionary.
grittiness back to New York.
Yeah, he's a top.
You know, when a West Coast had a dominance. So RZA is definitely number 3, and he became a conductor after a while. As far as that's why seeing how production needs to be done. Number 2, I'm going with Dre, the ultimate conductor. You know what I mean? We were talking about G-Funk and to what he's be able to do now with Eminem, even Kendrick, even though he hadn't produced anything, but he's so overseeing how everything sounds.
He had Snoop, he had 50.
You know what I mean?
Game.
Even Just Blaze was saying, like, when he mastered a lot of this stuff for the Black Album, Just Blaze was like, yo, I never knew myself can sound like this. You know what I mean? Remastered. He's like, I thought myself was sounding crisp, and then Dre took over and like, oh, shoot, you know what I mean? It's number 2. Number 1 to me obviously has to be Premier. When I think of hip hop, when I think of the golden era, when I think of what brought me into the love of the culture, Premier is the first name. You know what I mean? I love Pete Rock, I love Professor and all of them, but to me they're in that same like kind of mold family. You know
And
what I mean?
Premier is the head of that.
Yeah,
Everybody loves that mass appeal.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Lars Pro is like the little brother to Premier.
yeah, exactly.
They were in a family. He would be the little brother.
Yeah.
Premier would be the big brother.
yeah,
Very well said.
yeah.
So my top 5 is my top 3. Very tough, man. Very tough. Pete Rock is number 3 for me. Very connected to like the way he makes beats, his sound. You know, the songs that he's done. I can meditate to his shit. Honestly, with some real stuff. Like, I can meditate to Pete Rock instrumentals. Like you said, Armand, you had the instrumentals in the car, right? It didn't change.
Yeah, no lyrics.
No lyrics. It's like banging Anita Baker. It's just like soul music. You know. So he's 3 for me. Number 2 was Primo. Zoe just pretty much said it better than I could say it. Like, you know, Primo to East Coast hip hop heads. DJ Premier is just like that stamp. You know what I mean? Like he just got it. Like he's just that when you see that Premier, when you hear that Premier scratch and that like drum that he uses, it's unquestioned. And Matt, I want to salute you for putting Ninth Wonder in there, because Ninth is like one of my favorites too. But it's just like I grew up with Premier, so it's kind of like he just kind of like fuddled everything else. You know what I mean? Like when I heard Little Brother, I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. But like, unfortunately, I had already heard so much Premier stuff before that I was already like, my mind was already jaded.
I put Premier over Ninth.
Yeah. But like, Matt, I can't. From the year you were born, I can't even front on your choice with Ninth Wonder, because Ninth is like that. Like he got it. He got the goods. And I would probably, Ninth would be in my 5 too. You know what I mean? If maybe I was born a little later. You know what I'm saying? But my number 1, man, you know, I gotta go with the DRE, man. I gotta go with the Doctor, man. Because when we talk about producers, like we said, beat maker, producer, it's a little bit of both. And I feel like, you know, Zoe said earlier that Dre started as a beat maker and he evolved as a producer. So Dre got that work, man, and he's number 1 for me. And like you know, I'm a mob head. I think Havoc got the illest beats ever, but Dre did what Havoc was that Havoc didn't do, which was conduct labels on top of labels. You know, Ruthless Records, Death Row Records, Aftermath Records, and Shady Records. Yeah. You know,
even G Unit at a point in time when they were hot.
Yeah. So to me, Dre's number 1.
Made a beat with Nas during the East Coast West Coast beef.
Right.
You know, and it was written.
Dre's the man. Dre's the man to me, man. You gotta salute Dre. And you know, man, that concludes the producer segment of this thing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to send a shout out to all of y'all for checking us out. Yo, my man Brian is in the building. Brian, what up, baby?
What's going on, fam?
Yo, man, tell the people something, man. You've been chilling in the back, man. Just modest and humble, man.
Just listening. Pretty much, man, I'm 25 years old. Like I said before, I'm just absorbing all the knowledge I can. You know, I wasn't born, obviously, I'm not 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, but...
Hey, man, we ain't that old, brother.
Oh,
we ain't that old, brother.
You ready to cross on a hole?
Y'all more than knowledgeable than me, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not really into the producer side. Like, I mean, lately, y'all want to know what mine is about because I'm a youngin'. Y'all want to know what the young crowd like to think about. Me, I like to think I'm a little bit ahead of the game, so... Lately, I've been into Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, the Supremes, the Bars. I've been actually into my R&B motion, just catching up with what I missed out before my time.
Trying to bag a 40-plus-year-old woman. I like it.
Brian trying to have a baby tomorrow.
Not even though, but you know what I mean? You have your moments in life where you just like, damn, like, let me check this kind of music out.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Sometimes I feel like I get tired of listening to rap music, man. And I need to listen to something more softer, smoother, you know what I mean? Explore things, see what's really going on out there. Like, I can't sit down and listen to one particular music. I have my jazz phases, I have my soul phases, I have my Spanish music phases, I have my rap music phases. You know what I mean? Right now that's where I'm at. I'm on my R&B phase, and I feel like, you know, I'm just exploring this type of sound, that real love type of sound, you know, 411, Mary J. Blige, stuff like I'm into that stuff right now. It's just catching my attention right now at the moment. Yeah. So.
And everything you like, literally all like the producers that we probably listed, like you were saying, like Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, they have sampled them.
Yeah, like
they influenced the producers that
the bars,
we all listen
the bars,
to.
yeah.
Right.
Like,
you know, going to the source.
Yeah.
Like,
and I feel like before we send off, man, I want everybody to just give a little 20 seconds of what beats mean to them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And this is why I'm glad you spoke, brother, because you know you chimed this off. So to me, man, beats are like religion. You know, whereas though in our society you're judged for choosing a religion, or you're looked at a certain way for like maybe even trying to search any different type of knowledge that's not standard, that's not considered standard. So I think like beats are a way of just unapologetically, unobjectively, like filtering through a different type of wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Like how you say, like you can go spiritual, you can go soulful, you can go Hispanic, you can go, you know, any way you can go. So to me, beats, instrumentals, and I find myself a lot more listening to instrumentals
than music. And honestly, as a young man, 25 years old, I find myself listening to a lot more instrumentals than I do the music. It's not really
just the thing.
It's not really the fucking words. I'm sorry, excuse my language. It's not really the words coming out. It's just the beat, the harmonics, the rhythm.
It affects us the way classical music affects other people.
Exactly.
It's a composition.
Oh, yo, man, just real quick, man. We on a time constraint, but
it's energy and vibrations. You know what I mean? When you feeling down, you want to listen to something that's going to uplift you. You know what I mean? And if something's the mood, it's going to always be a mood thing. You know what I mean? So when I'm down, I know when I'm happy, I know at least listen to. It's your heartbeat. It's something that can speak to you, and you know, and no words need to be explained. You understand?
Armand, what about you?
Well, to me, beats are everything, you know, because if I don't, that was my beef with Nas. Like I thought Nas could always pick better beats, and I think he would have been like a million times. Well, he's great, but he'd have been a million times better if he picked some better beats, you know, because as soon as you hear the beat, you know if you like it within the first 8 seconds. You're like, okay, this. As soon as it drops, you're like, okay, this knock. And so it kind of actually supports the rapper so much. Your production is so key. Like I feel like Rick Ross is he's a pretty good rapper, but his beats push him way above where he's at because he has a good ear for beats. So I always believe that the production is the key to like any type of success with your lyrics, you know.
What up, bro? We on time constraints, man. So I'm gonna close this one out, man. I want to shout out Mac for joining us, Ray, Zoe, Brian for being in the building. This has been a Beat Society, and we are out.
Peace.